Morning everybody. Got some really sad news. We had a terrible fox attack the other night and we have lost all of our chickens. My beloved little silky chooks and the rooster have all been taken. It's not the first time this has happened. It's over the years, it's happened a couple of times, but the foxes are getting a lot more brazen now. I'll show you exactly what's happened. Now this is our pen. At night we have it locked up. We have the gate locked. This is all chook wide right up around the fences. We also lock all the chickens in their pen. You can see here the door is locked at night. We have mesh over the windows and the nesting box is also latched up. Unfortunately, a fox has gotten over the top, over the roof and to the other side here, pushed in this window and gotten in through these, which are, I mean, they're not even as big as my hand. I don't think even a cat would fit through this. Just amazes me how they've how sneaky they've gotten in there, and unfortunately they've killed all of our chooks, our whole flock, except for two that actually live in the trees at night. They get right up and they've survived for about 6 years now by getting up in these trees, and it's just devastating. Yeah, I noticed I came out the other morning to let them all out and Meg was out. This gate is normally shut, and there was, it was like this. Meg was actually out here with the two little speckled ones, the ones that sit in the trees at night, and I thought that's really unusual. They're over this side, they normally don't. And I found just feathers everywhere, and yeah, it's really, really sad because they're family pets. They're gorgeous little things and they are not here anymore. So we are very sad about that. When you get attached to these chooks, and my oldest daughter just loves them. She loves them to bits and she's really, really devastated. I know there's more devastating news in the world at the moment, but yeah, this is a real shock to all of us. And foxes are not even native to Australia. They were introduced back when the first European settlers came. They have caused so much destruction to our wildlife. I think there's like 10 species that have become extinct because of foxes just destroying them. Yeah, not great news. We will get more chickens eventually. Probably we are going away in January, so we'll probably wait till we get back from our little trip away. But we really miss not having chooks. It's just a habit you get into, is going out and locking them up at night or letting them out and feeding them scraps. They're wonderful, wonderful pets to have. So very, very sad. Happier note, we have the first dahlia just starting to bloom now. So that is a happy thought to the day. Now, just a little point of interest. I know that alpacas are very much a deterrent for foxes, and our neighbour has had alpacas in the other paddock for the last 2 nights, locked right away from our fence line. So it makes you think maybe them being so far away has kind of helped the foxes get away with it. I think they do deter foxes, but it's just unfortunate. Yeah, we need to really totally fox-proof that pen next time. But every time you think you've done it, they'll find a way in. They used to dig, but we've put the wire in the ground now. So I just, yeah, I'm going to have to make it totally fox-proof. Beautiful new pot of impatiens, which is just the most stunning fuchsia colour. And we've got some more little succulents here. And I will show you what else I've done. Had a little bit of rain last night, which is great for the garden. All this morning, there's some beautiful pots there. And I planted some hydrangeas. I've transplanted in this beautiful pink pot. This is a gorgeous looking leaf. These are called ruby slippers. I just love the vibrant red. They are Coleus. Don't know exactly what variety that is. But yeah, I just love the name too, ruby slippers. They're like a part shade, full sun kind of part shade position. And they look very Christmassy. And some more orange succulents in the pots here. And then I found this beautiful miniature dahlia with this gorgeous black leaf. I just thought straight away, that all looks stunning. Now to do some sewing. Actually, last night I made myself a little Christmas mask, I thought, for when we go out Christmas shopping to get into the spirit. Very, very cute print. And now I am on to making, and maybe another day, I usually make two kind of Christmas options depending on the weather, because it could be cooler, not cool, but like cooler. So the Hope dress by Starlark is the other option I've got here. And this beautiful cotton silk foil I got from the fabric store online. I think, look at that. I think that will make another beautiful Christmas Day option, because of course I always have to go for the red stereotype, of course, but I just think Christmassy, red's beautiful and Christmassy, and I really like red. I feel great in red, so it's a nice vibrant colour. So I better get a move on, because I actually have to go out again this afternoon shopping some more. Just doing it in dribs and drabs when I kind of get the motivation. So as Meg drinking the water there, as I did quite a bit of gardening and pottering around the house yesterday, I think it's time to get into some sewing and some shopping. So see you soon. Now this is my lovely vaporizer. I use this every day to get the ambience right. Usually I use like a relaxing essential oil, but for Christmas I like this cinnamon oil with maybe a bit of orange or lavender. So it's a nice big one, and it really makes the whole room smell lovely. Now one thing I've noticed with a couple of their newer patterns from Starlark is they are including a little bit more as far as visual diagrams, which is really good. Normally you get everything compacted onto two little sheets. One thing you can do if you find, like me, the writing is really tiny, you can always enlarge that and print it out, or just use your laptop or your tablet and enlarge the screen there. But I think they are maybe improving a little bit on that, which is good. But I do love their patterns. Every time I've made a Starlark pattern, I have absolutely loved it. I think they fit fantastic, and they have got some great styles to choose from there. I'm actually really excited to start working with this silk blend. It's one of those ones I've had in my stash, and I just think, you know what? You've got to cut the fabric this year. This is the year to decide to cut into that fabric that you've been saving for a long time. So here I go. I actually learned something about silk the other day. I was watching I think on YouTube about armour and battle armour that people wore back in the olden times, and I think back in Japanese days of the samurai, silk has antimicrobial aspects that actually protects the person from infection. So if the sword or the arrow pierced through and went into their skin, the silk would prevent infection. So that was a really interesting fact about silk that I never knew. I'm trying to make sure I use every scrap of this, because I'm thinking it would be beautiful in a little camisole, maybe an Ogden cami, yeah, with some scraps that are left over. So we will see what we've got left. Does anyone else have some hand weights lying around the house? They make great weights for keeping your fabric on your cutting table. So there's a little handy tip for you. See, my pattern weights are just old tiles. They probably should be wrapped in some kind of tape, a bit rough on the bottom, but I think they're really great kind of weight for keeping on top of your patterns. Gift wrapping is done, and I've only got one more shopping trip to do as usual to take the hubby out, because they leave things to the last minute, these guys, don't they? I remember working in retail years ago. I worked for Suzanne, which was, they sold mainly like lingerie, like satin pajamas and dressing gowns and that kind of thing. And the men were always the ones rushing in on Christmas Eve, and there wasn't much left by then, but you just guarantee my dad was always one of those people that would run in and say, "What do I get your mother?" So yeah, I'd say there'll be plenty of them out this week. Time for a coffee for afternoon tea, and my one of my twins, Eliza, came home with this unbelievable homemade panettone that her boyfriend's mum had made especially for us. Have a look at it. Magnificent. I'm about to tear into this. Afternoon, I am in the middle of trying to respond to some beautiful comments from you guys. I try to do this every couple of days, so if it takes me a little while, I'm sorry, but I will make sure I try and get back to everybody when I can. And I think it just makes me feel a bit more connected to all of you guys. I think it's a lovely way to kind of build up little friendships there, and I'm getting to know everybody, where they're from and what they're enjoying as well. So it's one thing I always try and make time for. So I'm making my way through a list, and it's slowly getting there. Got a bit of background noise here, some people rehearsing. That's okay, I can deal with that. I have got the dress here. I'm making the Hope dress by Style Arc, and these are the raglan sleeves I'm joining onto the bodice. So it's a really easy style. It's coming together really well. It's a very light sheer fabric. You can see quite right through it, but that's okay. I actually prefer that for some. I'm going to wear a slip underneath it anyway. I don't really want to line the silk cotton voile, because I think I like that light, airy feel of it, so I don't really want to take away from that, the fluidity of the fabric. So I think a little slip under this will work really well, be much easier. Back again to do a bit more sewing. It's coming along very fast, and I've just been given someone's leftover quality street. Not sure how long these are going to last, but I'd say if they're in front of me, they're just going to get eaten no matter what. It could be very dangerous leaving me with chocolate. I'm signing off for the night, but I have finished my silk Hope dress, and it is about 10 to midnight, so a bit late to be up doing any more sewing. So I'll be off to bed, and I'll see you very shortly for another Vlogmas. Bye.